Hey everybody, Christoph here, and we're going to be doing some tarot card readings. That's right, we're going live today. I'm running a live stream right now. We're doing some tarot card readings, and anybody who's a subscriber to my channel can put in a question, and I'd be happy to answer that for you today. And yeah, welcome everybody. Anybody that's watching this live stream right now, we're going to be doing this for about half an hour. So it's not going to be running for very long. So anybody that is watching right now, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and I will do a live tarot read for you. Yeah, and anybody who's subscribed can write a comment, can go ahead and put stuff in. Let's go ahead and do some general readings today, and we can talk about that. Let's talk about kind of the new year, what's going to be happening in the new year. We're going to go month to month, and we're going to be doing some new year predictions until, of course, somebody comes in and go ahead and subscribes and put in a question. Feel free to put in a question. Let's talk about the new year. Let's talk about 2022 and what's going to be happening in 2022. And here we go. Let's take a look at January of 2022. So if you were born in January, this is for you. This is a prediction of what 2022 is going to be like for you if you were born in January. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm going to be pulling 3 cards. 1 card, 2 cards, and 3 cards. And yeah, let's go ahead and check this out and to see what we have here. What's going to be happening in for people who are born in January, the new year? Let's see. First card that we have here is the 4 of Cups. Second card that we have here is the Ace of Wands. The third card that we have here is the 2 of Wands. If you were born in January, we're talking about 2022 moving forward. Something that you're overlooking, something that you haven't really been paying attention to in the coming year. And if you were born in January, you're 2022, there's opportunity there for you if you just choose to look for it. Okay. And that's something that you need to be kind of on the lookout for. It might be something that you've ignored, something that you might not actually see the full value in. Don't be mistaken. There's some really, kind of great stuff on the way for you, but you're just not looking at it. With the Ace of Wands, it talks about a lot of things that are kind of on the way for you if you're born in January for your 2022. And once again, it's simply a matter of you looking at it. But yeah, lots of positivity. It's almost like a manifestation. So if you put your mind to it and you focus on it, good things are going to be happening for you. Also that we have here, if you're born in January, we got the 2 of Wands, which represents you have everything you need to shape your future. There's something right in front of your face, an opportunity that you're choosing not to see that's going to lead to really fantastic things and allow you to shape your own future. You just kind of open up your eyes and see it. Let's go ahead and move on. Those of you that were born in February, let's find out what your 2022 has to offer. People born in February, let's find out what your 2022 has to offer. And if you'd like me to give you a free personal reading, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and you'll be able to put information in the chat. If you subscribe to my channel and put information in the chat, I'll be happy to answer your personal questions. Until I get a good question in the chat from a subscriber, I'm going to continue with the readings about the new year. And right now we're looking at February. If you were born in February, what's in store for you for 2022? Okay, let's take a look. We got our 3 cards here. And the first card is the 5 of Swords. Second card is Temperance. And the third card is the 3 of Cups. So, it seems like your 2021 was a bit of a battle, those of you who are born in February, but your 2022 is actually going to be looking up. You're actually going to win that battle, okay? Right here for the Temperance card, the next card, it represents you finding kind of a middle ground, a balancing point, a way through, okay? And Temperance is really great because it talks about kind of balance and evening things out in your life. And the Three of Cups represents kind of celebration on the way if you were born in February for 2022. I see that we have Christina in here wrote a comment. You'd like to know what the next 3 months look like between you and Ivan. Why not? Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm going to pull a card for each month. We're going to start in January, and we're going to go January, February, and March for you there, Christina. So we go January, February, and March. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. January, it looks like justice. So it seems like things are going to be, remaining even. Things are going to be, kind of leveling off. You're going to feel like you're kind of winning. Okay. Justice represents being like fairly treated, things kind of going in a fashion that, doesn't necessarily follow the law, but, match follows what kind of supposed to be happening in your life. But a positive direction, a positive kind of justice. Let's take a look at February between the two of you. Oh boy, we got the Ace of Wands here. This is an absolute fantastic card, and I'm actually going to read you the full meaning of this card. So this is between the two of you in February. I'm going to read you the full meaning of the Ace of Wands. Wands represents creation, willpower, inspiration, and desire. Okay, um, you know with this card, it represents the burning fire of intention, desire, and passion, and ignites the spark of an idea. Thus, this card represents a powerful force that will guide your way like a torch into the world in a journey like these desires, like your desires becoming a reality. You might be things are turning, the things might be turning up for you in February and March. You're going to have to make a choice. I do see this as a positive choice, though. Um, this might be something in relation to kind of, something within your life, a decision. I do see something maybe in relation to, I'm thinking it might be related to kind of movement or moving there, Christina. So there is going to be a choice where you're going to have to decide to move in one way or another. I think it's physical movement. I think it's either moving from where you are to a different place, or maybe a movement in career. But thanks a lot for asking the question. We have spicy and sweet. I see in here. Uh, so will the Taurus guy and me have a heart-to-heart conversation before or after Christmas? This is a yes or no reading. I'm going to give you a yes or no reading right now. So the way yes or no readings work, they're spicy and sweet. If it's a positive card, it's a yes. If it's a negative card, it's a no. So we're going to ask that. This card right here, are you going to have a heart-to-heart conversation? With the Taurus guy, before or after Christmas? Ooh, it's a bit of a no. The tower is not necessarily a positive card here. It represents something kind of burning down to the ground. Let's pull two clarity cards for this to see if we can get more to this story beyond that totally negative card. It looks like things might be, heading fast in a different direction with someone else. Okay. I do see the Page of Pentacles coming up. I think there's going to be somebody else who's going to be, um, coming into your life. Oh, Christina, I did answer your question just before this last one. You should be able to rewind the live stream if you want to see that reading. I did that one just before the one I'm doing right now for spicy and sweet. So if you do, I think you can rewind this live stream and you can watch that reading. I already did it for you. But right here, Page of Pentacles for spicy and sweet, I do see a new guy coming in your life sooner than later. And I think that this Taurus guy, I think it might be a no-go for you. Once again, anybody that's watching the stream right now, I do welcome you if you subscribe to my channel. I welcome you to ask me any question. And I've basically done readings for everybody who's asked a question so far. So if you missed your reading when I was doing it live, you can rewind the live stream and rewatch your reading if you missed it. Until I get another question from a subscriber, I'm going to go back into the reading that I was doing. And of course, I was taking a look ahead into 2022 based on months. And now we're moving into March. So if you were born in March, let's find out what your 2022 has in store for you. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, those of you born in March. And we have the Knight of Swords. We have the 10 of Cups, and we also have the Knight of Pentacles. This looks like an interesting thing. If you were born in March, this reading is for you, and this is talking about what your 2022 has to offer. And you know what? The card that's in the middle of this one, I'm going to read the full description of this one. It's actually a really fantastic card. This card's the 10 of Cups, and we're going to talk about this right now. But the 10 of Cups actually is a really positive card. It represents happiness, fulfillment, celebration, emotional fulfillment, and happiness due to a deep sense of unity with the world around you. This card is about harmony and the joy that results from it. Applying to your family, friends, and loved ones, there is a deep sense of community associated with this card. So if you were born in March, this is for you. And I will say here that your 2022, if you were born in March, looks really, really great. Here's the problem: there's going to be success and the happiness and all of these things, but we have these 2 knights. Look at them, and they're on either side of the card, driving in another direction. So I do feel like you're going to be pulled. That there's multiple opportunities for happiness in your life, and I think that there's going to be kind of 2 factors. I think it's going to be family pulling in one direction and career pulling in another, or one friend pulling in one direction and another friend pulling in another direction. I do see if you were born in March, you do have good stuff on the way for 2022, but it's going to be a little bit chaotic because you're going to be pulled into directions. Once again, I'm doing live readings today here on YouTube, and we're going through and we're doing readings based on which month that you were born. If you're watching this stream right now, I will also answer any questions put into the chat, and all you have to do is subscribe to the channel. And yeah, if you subscribe and put in a question, I'd be happy to answer it. I have answered all the questions that are currently in the chat. If you missed it, or if you want to see the answers to those questions, you can basically rewind the live stream and check it out to an earlier point. I just did the month reading for March and what's going to happen with those born in March for 2022. We're going to be moving to April right now, and we're going to be taking a look at April. If you're just joining us, I'm doing live readings today. I'd be happy to answer your questions. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and that'll allow you to put a question into the chat. If you put a question in the chat, happy to answer it. And until I get another one in there, I'm going to continue with my yearly readings based on the month that you were born. So I'm going to start here with, I'm going to continue here with April. If you're born in April, this is what your 2022 has to offer. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards for April, see what 2022 has to offer. The first card is the the King of Swords. Second card, okay, is the 9 of Wands, and the third card is the 7 of Cups. So this talks about kind of your life continuing in a pretty good direction, although midway through the year, you're going to be having a conflict, okay? There's going to be a lot of hard work and that sort of stuff coming up to you. Those of you that were born in April, your 2022 is going to be a lot of hard work, but when that hard work is complete, you're going to have a lot of choices in regards to what direction that you want your life to go in. Your life is kind of ordered right now, but things midway through the year are going to get a little bit chaotic, but then you're going to be left with more choice than ever before. You're welcome, Spicy and Sweet. I'm happy to do the reading for you. And thanks so much to you two for subscribing and putting some messages in the chat there. But this is for April. You're going to have a solid start to 2022. There's going to be some difficulties and challenges in the middle that you will overcome, but that's going to lead to more positive choices and decisions in your life and allow your life to kind of move forward. I'm doing live readings here today. If you subscribe to my channel, um, and put a message in the chat, I will read the message and do a reading for you. Whatever your question is, you just have to subscribe. Until I get another question in the chat, I'm basically going through and I'm doing readings for the months that you were born on what's going to happen to you in 2022. We just finished April. We're going to be moving forward into May right now. And if you were born in May, here's what's going to be happening for your 2022. Just going to shuffle the cards a little bit before we pull the 3 cards. And let's see what's going to be happening. Those of you born in May, let's see what your 2022 is going to be like. We're going to pull 3 cards here. 1, 2, and 3. And oh boy, we got the 10 of Pentacles. We have the Fool. And we have the 10 of Wands. So first of all, if you were born in May, this reading is for you. This talks about what your 2022 is going to be like. The first card that we pulled is the 10 of Pentacles. This talks about financial gain. This talks about inheritance. This talks about kind of, money and life success. It also talks, the next card, the Fool, talks about you jumping into a new situation without fully kind of looking at it. So I do see that you're going to be coming into money in some way, shape, or form, or some sort of either property or some type of gain. Okay, I think it may be related to either work or family, but then it's kind of going to go to your head. You're going to say, "I have all of this. I can take a leap and risk something." And that's actually going to make a lot more work for you. Once again, this is a reading for May, those of you born in May, and what's going to be happening to you in 2022. And that will lead to additional work for you, okay? So you will be more busy for it. But this is actually a good thing. The 10 of Wands actually represents success. It's just that it's success with some burden associated with it. So if you were born in May, your 2022 is going to be successful at the start. You're going to leap into a new project that's going to be a lot of work, but although there's burden associated, it will be successful. Those of you who are watching live, if you subscribe to my channel, and you can basically type a question into the chat. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. You just have to put it in the chat. And in order to write in the chat, you just have to subscribe to my channel. And if you do that, I'll be happy to do a free reading for you in the chat. But for now, while we're waiting, I'm doing 2022 year readings based on the month that you were born. And now we're into June. Okay. Once again, also, I'm doing live readings here. So if you do subscribe to my channel, you can type in any question you like in the chat and I'll answer your question live. But let's take a look at June. If you were born in June, this is what's going to be happening to you for your 2022. This is what to expect in 2022 if you were born in June. Blue butterfly. Let's go ahead. You know what? We're going to hold off on June for a second. Let's move forward with your question because you're here. You're currently pregnant with twin boys and just curious what your boyfriend's thought and feelings are about it. Ooh, let's find out. I'm going to pull 3 cards for that. And we're going to find out what he's feeling. And once again, you weren't here for this, but I read cards honestly. So if they're positive, they're positive. If they're negative, they're negative. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. What does your boyfriend's thoughts and feelings about twin boys? Okay. You are currently pregnant with twins. Ace of Wands. This is actually a really fantastic card. This is kind of like hopeful. This is kind of like looking ahead, seeing a very positive future. So your boyfriend is very positive minded about this. He does see it as a double-edged sword type situation. He has 2 decisions. Okay. He's going to be headed into kind of, the family direction, but he's basically torn between his previous life and the life that he's about to have. He's going to make the right decision, but right now he's really kind of thinking about and weighing the back and forth of the situation, although he does see it as a very positive thing. And the third card is Justice. Ultimately, he's going to be making the logical decision, the right choice, and he's going to be moving, forward with this relationship and being very supportive, very happy. I think everybody, especially when there's kind of a new situation and a new life being brought into the world in a relationship, there are a lot of decisions that have to be made and things that have to be decided. And his head is kind of there, but he's also very kind of excited about it as well too. Yeah, it is. It's so something like this is overwhelming, especially twins. And congratulations on the twins as well. That's truly fantastic. You're gonna get, I guess, double the fun, double the diapers, double the positive, double the, you know, or half the sleep. No, no sleep. Maybe I don't know. Uh, yeah, and he definitely, yeah, I'm sure he is a hard worker. He's gonna be putting in some extra time and miles in there, most definitely, for you. And yeah, thanks so much for the question. And I really do appreciate you doing a comment and subscribing to my channel. If there's anybody watching right now, I'm doing readings right now, live readings here on YouTube for free. You just have to subscribe to my channel and type something into the chat. And while I wait for the yes, double the trouble. While I wait for the next question in the chat window, um, I'm actually doing year readings based on the month, and I just pulled cards for June. So let's take a look. If you were born in June, what's going to be happening to you in 2022? Page of Wands talks about the possibility of moving forward, making plans, taking a leap on something that you've been planning, and well, there being work associated with that plan, but ultimately success. So if you do have an idea, something that you want to do, something you want to move forward with, take the leap. If you were born in June, for January, yeah, if you want to ask another question, feel free. I'd be more than happy to answer another question for you, if you want to put that in there. Absolutely, no problem at all. And if there is anybody else watching the live stream at the current time, I am doing free readings here. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel to type into the live chat, and I'd be happy to give you a free reading. And yeah, I'll wait for that next question from Blue Butterfly there. And yeah, and we're also as like in between questions, I'm also doing year readings based on the month. So right now we just finished June. We're going to be doing July momentarily, and we've done year readings for January, February, March, April, May, and June so far. So if you were born in any of those months, go ahead and I think you can rewind this live stream and watch anything that I've previously done. As well, if you want to watch any of the answers to any of the questions that were previously asked, you can also rewind the chat and check that out. Yeah, so your boyfriend is waiting on a job opportunity, and just curious if he will start at the end of the month or the beginning of January. Well, let's just ask those things. So we're going to pull a card, and this card represents the end of. So this will represent him starting work at some point in December. This will represent him starting the job at some point in January. And this will represent him starting the job at some point in February. Okay. So what we're looking for is a positive card. Okay. So sometimes also the meaning of the cards might be able to kind of tell us the story here as well too. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. Will he be starting the job at some point in December? And I'm going to say no. This the Two of Wands is basically about planning. Okay, so he's going to be planning for it. Let's take a look at January. It looks like January, it's a more positive start. Let's take a look at February. Yes, so definitely January, because this is kind of like a yes or no kind of reading. The meaning of this card, although we see a negative one, does not apply. It's going to end up being January when that happens for him. Once again, anybody watching this live, I am doing live readings here on YouTube right now. You just have to subscribe to my channel and type a question into the chat. And while I wait for those questions, I'm actually doing year readings based on the month that you were born. I've already done January, February, March, April, May, and June. We're going to move forward with July now, just as I wait for somebody to ask a question. But we're going to go ahead and look at July. Why not? Let's look at July. So if you were born in July, let's see what your 2022 has in store for you. Okay, let's check this out. Ooh. So we got the Four of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Seven of Cups. So if you were born in July, this is what your 2022 has in store. So basically, the first part about this, yeah, thank you very much. You're welcome for the reading. I appreciate you being in here and participating. Thank you very much, Blue Butterfly. So yeah, if you were born in July, we got the Four of Pentacles, and this basically represents like somebody holding on. You're going to be holding on to something. So whether or not it's something of value, I think it's something of value. You're going to be trying to hold on to something, be it a relationship or finance, like money. But unfortunately, that thing is going to be taken away from you. The Seven of Swords basically represents a thief that's attempting or will succeed possibly in taking that thing you're coveting away. Okay. The result of that will be you actually having more choice moving forward. And once you're free, here's the fun part: this thing that you're holding on to, okay, even if it gets taken away from you, whether or not it's a relationship, I think it's money. I think it's more related to money, somebody spending your money or somebody needing the money and you having to give it away. But once you do, it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for you. Those of you who are born in July, this is your reading for 2022 and what's going to be happening. And you're going to be presented with a lot of choices towards the end of the year. Letting go of this thing, and even though it's taken from you or you give it to somebody that needs it, okay, it's going to lead to more choices and more positive possibilities. I'm doing live readings right now here on YouTube. If you subscribe to my channel, you can type in the chat. If you want to type a question in there, I'd be more than happy to answer it. And while I wait for the next question to go in here, I am doing year readings, 2022 year ahead readings for the month that you were born. Oh, we got Purple Moonlight in here. And it's morning where Purple Moonlight is. I overheard my boyfriend talking about rings. Ooh, that's nice. And so I'm wondering if he's thinking about going to ask to marry him in 2022. Okay, let's find this out. Purple Moonlight. I want to find this out. Woo! Is your boyfriend gonna ask you to marry him in 2022? This is a yes or no reading. Here's how yes or no readings work. If this card is positive, it's a yes. If it's negative, it's a no. And I'm going to pull two clarity cards that are kind of give us more to the story. Let's find out right now. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to find out. Is he gonna propose? Is he gonna do it? What do the cards say? So what we're doing for this card, we're looking for a positive card for a yes, negative card for a no. And once again, we're asking, is he going to propose to you in 2022? Ready? Here we go. Let's find out. Oh boy. 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 Okay. This is the Four of Wands. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? This is going to be good. You ready? Okay. I'm going to read the Four of Wands for you. I'm going to read the full meaning of this card. Okay. The full meaning. This card represents community, home, and celebration. Okay. A celebration of harmony, happiness, and good relationship. It is a time of peace after a period of hard work. The Four of Wands usually indicates this is in regards to family or a large group of people. There's two people. It's a gathering. There's an archway. This is the wedding card. I think he's going to propose to you at some point. As to exactly when in 2022, it's not saying. I wouldn't expect it to happen right away, but who knows? Let's take a look at these clarity cards and let's see what else we can gather from this. Yes. So we also got the Four of Swords, which is actually really interesting. We got two cards that are sword related to this. Yes, the card saying yes to this potential for this proposal. But let's see if we can gather more information here about it. Um, so the Four of Swords represents rest, restoration, and contemplation. After a period of intense struggle and heartbreak, much has been lost recently, but this card indicates that one is in recovery from the challenge. This message being conveyed here is that one, in order for one to move forward and rejoin life, we must pause and look within. So your boyfriend's been looking within. I think he's made that ultimate decision. I think he's gonna do it. It's just a matter of when. Okay, I think it's just a matter of when. And the third card that we pulled for clarity to kind of give you some more information is the Queen of Pentacles, and this card represents creature comforts and financial security. So it does say that, you know, when the two of you get married and you ultimately start your life together, it's going to be leading in a really positive direction. Right now, your boyfriend is in that like processing stage. Okay, so he's talking about it, he's thinking about it, he's trying to figure out, you know, the right ring to get you. And you know, if he starts trying to like ask you what your ring size is, or you asking to borrow your rings, if you notice a ring or something going missing, then yeah, he's gonna be definitely getting a ring there. And I don't know, you know, relationships are kind of different. You know, I know when I got married, it wasn't a surprise. We both kind of planned it all out equally, but I have a feeling this guy's one of these guys that likes to surprise, right? um and I think that this is going to be a really good thing. Like, these cards are fantastic. I think this is unbelievable. The fact that we pulled kind of like the ultimate wedding card from the tarot, that's fantastic. It looks like there's two people getting married in an archway. You know, it actually looks like a destination wedding. I don't know. I doubt it'll be, not right now. But it does look like a really kind of, you know, happy kind of get together, and yeah, it's going to be really wonderful and great. And I feel like I need to congratulate you already, but um, uh, you know, we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, you can, anybody, feel free to ask. If you're able to type in the chat, feel free to ask a question. Anybody that has subscribed and is able to type in the chat, you're welcome to ask me anything you like. And Purple Moon, amazing first card. Yeah, that first card was unbelievable, unbelievable. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question. Why was L curious if I was talking to C? Ooh, mysterious. Using letters. We don't know their names. We're keeping things secret. Okay. Why was L curious you were talking to C? I'm going to do what's called the story reading. We're going to pull three cards and we're going to let these cards tell us a story. Okay. And we're going to see why. We're going to see why. Okay, so we just got this card actually in one of our previous readings that we did right before this one. But this is basically about contemplation. Okay, taking time aside to kind of analyze and figure things out. And hey, that's what you're doing, aren't you? You're kind of trying to figure out the situation. So that's pretty accurate. The second card here is the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm actually going to read the full meaning for the Queen of Pentacles for you. And the Queen of Pentacles represents practicality, creature comforts, and financial security. A woman that is blessed with the gifts of sensual comfort and domestic talents, a motherly figure at times. She seeks to bring to her loved ones the joy of all things that are worldly by cooking, cleaning, and creating a wonderful home. This is basically a loving card, which is kind of interesting. And did we just pull the same cards that we did on the last? This is unbelievable. I shuffled these cards. There's no way they all got put on the bottom. That's unbelievable. Okay, anyway, let's talk about this for a second. So basically what's happening in this situation, from what I can see, is there's feelings there. Okay, there's definitely feelings of kind of jealousy that's going on. You know, And you know, I think that they see a future, or they're trying to prevent a positive future. So, you know, I do see the reason why L is you know, curious if you were talking to C, because there could be some jealousy there. So either, you know, L or L is definitely jealous. They're either jealous of you or the other person that you were talking to. So I guess that's C. So there could be some sparks there, or some secret desire, secret loves there. Um, I'm not sure if it's towards you or if it's towards them. So going back to Purple Moonlight, do you see or feel he will ask you before your birthday in 2022? Your birthday's in September. Let me ask a yes or no. So we're gonna say, let's say, I'm gonna ask, is it gonna happen around the time of your birthday? That's a no. It pulled upside down. That's a positive card, and it pulled upside down. So I'm going to say it's no for your birthday. I think it's best that we leave it as a surprise. Okay. I think that he has more kind of work to do to try to figure out, um, you know, how he's to do it. Okay. You know, just stay positive. I think it's going to go into a really good direction for you. I know that now that, you know, you got kind of confirmation that the proposal is going to be happening. You're going to be waiting. When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? But don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. I got another question here. What did L feel when he looked into your eyes for the first time? Let's find that out. What did L feel when he looked into your eyes for the first time? I'm just going to pull one card for this. You ready? You ready? Okay, I'm going to read the full meaning of this card. This actually represents kind of like speed, rapid action. Okay, um, and you can take the meaning for this card as you feel it fits best, because you do know them better than I do. But what they were feeling was rapid action, movement, and quick decisions. After the struggle, there is a time of quick movement and unstoppable action. You have an overflowing of energy and spirit added to your task and your project. Absolute and piercing willpower combined with swift and sure execution. So this card talks about rapid action. Okay, so whatever they were thinking about doing it quickly. What do we have here? Christina A says, "What does Ivan want and need from me that he does not express?" Now, that's a loaded question. That's a very difficult question there, Christina. Guys, you know, have the tendency to kind of keep things hidden, keep things secret. Kind of interesting the way kind of all that stuff works there, Christina, with the way kind of guys thinking, you know. And a lot of guys, like at an early age, they get kind of like trained as children to kind of suppress their feelings and kind of hold them inside. So I think you guys are doing good. I think you guys are doing good. I don't think you have to worry about that so much, but you can always ask him, you know, what he needs or what he would like. You can do that. It's okay, you know. And I think that's probably the best way to do it. I know guys can be sometimes brick walls to try to figure out what they're thinking. Um, does he have feelings for you? Uh, so was he unclear? But I kind of feel he does. Let's find out. I'm going to ask a yes or no question. Does he have feelings for you? That's complicated. It's a yes. It's another wand card. So every card we pulled for him in regards to feelings for you involves wands. Okay, go figure. We have this card. So what does he feel towards you? He has to maintain control. This card basically represents perseverance, defense, and maintaining control. So when he's around you, he has to maintain control. The card represents even with success, the battle is never over. After achieving a victory and a higher position, one must also put up a defense against the many competitors that want to wrench away your laurel. He feels like he's going to lose you. He has to try to keep control. I think he's got feelings for you. And all these cards, involve wands and him trying to keep control of wands. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to go any further into that. I do think he has feelings for you because he has to keep control. He has to keep control of his emotions. He's keep control of being too forward, maybe. Okay. Christina, was my question answered? It was lagging. Yes, I'm sorry. We did answer your question. And just going back there, I was talking about you just need to ask them. Guys are one of those things that they, sometimes they're brick walls. Guys at a young age were kind of trained, to not share their emotions. But I think rather than me answering that for you, you just gotta ask him what he needs. I think he'll tell you. I think your communication is pretty good. It's pretty good there. And you can also go back and you can check that reading out as well too. But I do think that the two of you are on a good track. You're already on a good track. You don't have to worry so much about that. So I'm doing readings right now here on YouTube. If you're subscribed to my channel, you can type in the chat and you can ask me questions. Go right ahead. In between, as I wait for the next question, I'm doing readings based on the month for 2022. And now we're moving into, excuse me, August. If you were born in, that's guys are stubborn. Even I'm stubborn. From time, you gotta, kind of work the emotions out of us. I was trained too as a kid to keep my emotions in, but you can talk to them. All you got to do, have a nice conversation. You'll get it out of them. But I think it's good. I think he's already happy. So we're doing readings for, what does the spirit want me to hear currently? Okay. So hold on. I got these other cards. These are oracle cards, and they work a bit different than the tarot cards. They actually give you a direct message from the universe. So when somebody asks me a question about the spirits and what they're alive in these cards. Wow. What they want the spirits to hear currently, I go to these cards and I ask the universe, what does the universe need you to know? What's some information to help you? What's some information the universe has to help you there? What does the spirit want you to hear currently? What does the universe have to tell you? It says your hard work is paying off. God love these oracle cards. Just straightforward message there. So that's what the spirits have to say. Your hard work is paying off. So good for you. That's amazing. That's fantastic. Once again, I'm doing live readings here on YouTube. Happy to answer anybody's questions. Just got to subscribe to my channel and type into the chat. Yeah, the universe knows you've been doing self work. It knows it. It knows you're a hard worker, and it rewards people that work hard. So, Virgo Queen. Oh, how's it going? Nice to see you. Which home will my boyfriend and me be able to move into? The townhome or the 3-story home? Okay, we're gonna do kind of yes or no readings here. So I'm gonna pull a card. Let's start with the townhome. We're doing a yes or no. Will you and your boyfriend be moving into the townhome? That's a yes. Let's see. Let's ask the same question. Will you be moving into the 3-story home? Okay, so the townhome is a definite yes. Okay. Queen of Swords. This is actually like the logical choice. Okay, so the townhome is a logical choice. The cards are basically saying that that's probably the most likely outcome. And the 3-story home, this is going to require some work. So I don't know if the 3-story home is more expensive and it's going to take like more money, which means you have to work harder for a longer period of time, or if it's that 3-story home actually requires work. But in regards to the townhome, that's the more kind of logical choice. And the 3-story home, that's going to take more out of you. So you're going to have to put in some more work and effort to get that. Whether or not it's either because it's more expensive and you'll have to work harder to pay the money off, or it's that the house requires physical work. Okay, so as far as the cards are saying that your most logical choice, the best bet, is the townhome. Okay, but yeah, I think you could move into either. I think you can do either. It's just one of them's going to be more work. So what did we say here? Do you get any months as to when it actually will move in? Yeah, let's go ahead and let's pull some cards in regards to, this is called a timeline reading. Okay. Let's just start. So we're looking for a positive card. If the card's positive, it's a yes. So we're going to look at January, February, or March. Let's see what it says. Okay, so this is the 5 of Wands. It talks about kind of a bit of a struggle, some work that has to be done in January, February, March. Let's look April, May, June. Looks like more like, the end of March. Okay. And it does take time to kind of do the process in that. So, probably before June, it looks like, if everything goes well. But it does say that basically there's going to be a bit of work that has to be done. Not a struggle, although this looks like a fight. It's not really a fight. It's more complication. Okay, kind of a bit of some chaos that's going to be happening. And that's January, February, and March. But at some point in April, May, and June, I think this thing's going to be all settled there for you. Thank you for answering my question. You have a great night. Thanks so much. Thank you too. Thanks so much for participating. And then Virgo Queen, your boyfriend loves luxury, and I just want space, to be honest. And that's the bigger home, right? That's the bigger one. That's not the town home, right? So yeah, you're gonna pay more for that luxury, which means you're gonna have to work a lot harder to get that and achieve it. But if you're prepared to do that work, then both of you are ready for it. Like, the cards didn't say anything negative about either of the two houses. Okay, all it said was that one is a more logical choice and the other one will require more work. And if you're prepared to do that work, then yeah, go for the bigger one. Go for the bigger one. Absolutely. If you guys are ready, if you're prepared. Okay, the only difference between the two is that because one of them it's just going to be, one of them's going to be a bit easier. But yeah, the larger home, I assume, which is the larger home is not the townhome, but the larger home will cost you more. But hey, you know what? With by the time you kind of get to retirement age, or if you decide to ever kind of move up in your house, the more expensive house will be worth more in the future as well too. Just a matter of the work involved. What does the month of January bring for you and your boyfriend? Anything specific? I'm just going to pull one card for this. Let's see. January. What does the January hold for you, Virgo Queen? Okay, this is the 8 of Cups, and this represents walking away from something. So moving. Isn't that fun? Isn't that interesting? I'm gonna pull another card for this because we already kind of knew that one. Let's see what else will be in store for you in January. Oh my God. Oh God, this is so funny. So the first one is the the 8 of Cups. This represents basically you walking away, moving. And the chariot represents, okay, so if you see the chariot, there's a guy at the chariot, and there's actually two sphinxes at the bottom of the chariot. And the chariot represents moving in a new direction, but having a choice between going one way or the other. I gotta love how accurate these cards are. I'm gonna pull a third one. Oh my god. What else is going to happen for you in January? Justice. All right. So, yeah, things are going to move in a positive direction. You already know what's going to happen in January. You already know. But yeah, like moving away from something, which you know you're going to be moving eventually. That choice between one thing or another, which is the chariot, but justice, you're ultimately going to come to a decision. Okay, you're going to make the right choice, and you know things are going to move smoothly. I don't see any conflict with your move, regardless of what house you choose. You know, I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be good. Exactly. As long as the two of you are together, everything will fall in place. Absolutely. And you know what? If you're not afraid of hard work, go for the gusto, right? Go for the bigger house. I'm actually shocked how accurate that those last three. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Based on your situation. Like, wow. I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, if anybody's here on the live stream, if you subscribe to my channel, you can type in the chat, and I'm answering any question that anybody types into the chat. And in between, as I wait for questions, I'm actually doing yearly readings for the month. We're all the way up to August. But if I get another question in there, I'll bypass continuing my 2022 readings and do that. Thank you very much, too. And I'm glad that you understand what I'm talking about. And I appreciate your time, too. Thanks so much for participating in my live stream. I really do appreciate it. And do check out my channel. I got a lot of fun stuff on here. Yeah, we got, I think my channel hasn't been up for very long. We already got a good chunk of subscribers, and I got, you know, 30 plus videos to enjoy on here as well. So, yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, if we don't have any more questions for now, I'm going to move forward with the 2022 future reading. So if you were born in August, this reading is for you. Let's find out what your 2022 has to offer if you were born in August. And then anybody that's here in the live stream, I'm also answering any questions people put into the chat as well in between my 2022 readings. So if you were born in August, here's what your 2022 has in store. Oh boy. The Queen of Cups talks about kind of like you know, a loving figure kind of coming to your life, or if you already have a wife or a significant other, that love increasing in 2022. You're either going to be finding a really strong partner, or if you're currently in a relationship, that bond is going to be growing even bigger. But towards the end of the year, you're going to be putting a lot of time into thought about your future. And you're going to be spending time to kind of figure out the direction that you're going to be going into and what that means for 2023. So, you know, if you were born in August, your 2022 looks like it's going to be filled with a lot of love and support, either in the relationship that you have now or a new relationship that's going to be happening if you are single. But a lot of thought you're going to put into your life, a lot of thought. Oh, blue butterfly is back. Will my twins be premature or no? Okay, let's see. Let me shuffle the cards quite a bit, and then you're going to need a C-section. So you're worried. I wouldn't be worried about a C-section. You know, a lot of countries all over the world, they actually prefer C-section. One of the great things about C-sections is that you can control. They actually pick a date, you know, when you're going to have the kids. Now, unless the kids come early, right, or they have to take them out sooner. But the way kind of medical science in regards to having kids, it's the best it's ever been. And I have a lot of confidence in doctors. But let's see. Are you, will my twins be premature? I'm just going to do a yes or no. Will your twins be premature? Let's find out. Wheel of Fortune, that basically talks about good luck, but that's not a yes or a no. We're looking for a definitive yes or no. Will your twins be premature? And that's no. And that card flipped upside down. I don't normally have my cards upside down. That's crazy. Okay. All my cards are usually right side up. So this card down basically means a no. But the first card that we pulled says that you're going to be having good fortune. You're going to have a turn good fortune. Let's ask the C section. You're going to need. Are you going to need a C section? Let's ask. Will you need a C section to have these twins? It's looking like a yes, possibly. Which is really interesting. Now, you are having two babies. There may be safety things that need to be done in regards to this. And, C-sections, they happen a lot. They happen all the time. And there's a lot of women all over the world that actually prefer C-sections over natural, well, the other kind, the natural way the babies come out. But you know what? Trust in the doctors, and don't be worried about it. It's going to be a positive thing. I think that you're going to be kind of blessed. The fact that we got the Wheel of Fortune, I think you're going to be blessed with this, with these kids. It's going to turn out. It's going to turn out well. They told that you might be born in June or July. Wow, that's not that far off. You're almost there. Like, double congratulations there. You're almost there. And even with babies that, even if they are born premature, babies that are born premature, that doesn't stop kids anymore. You know how to deal with that sort of stuff. And, especially in regards to birthing, medical science has gotten pretty advanced. When I was even when I was born, I'm a bit older. Even when I was born, I had complications. My mother had complications with my birth, and I'm perfectly fine. So, and she's perfectly fine. So it's all good there. If anybody's watching the live stream, I'm answering questions live, and all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. You might need bed rest later on. But you're not sure yet. Well, I bet you do. You got twins kicking around in there. Uh, you know, but yeah, relaxing. You get to relax. You're pregnant. You get to take it. Well, you're not really taking it easy, but you get to take advantage. Ask for things, be demanding. Although I have the feeling that you're probably nice. You're probably not taking advantage of the pregnancy, which, at least that's a feeling that I get. Yeah, let's continue with the year readings that we have here. We just finished doing August. We're going to do September now. If you were born in September, let's see what 2022 has in store for you. Ooh, that rhymes. We're going to pull 3 cards. If you're born in September, let's see what 2022 has in store for you. We have the 7 of Wands, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Tower. Unfortunately, if you were born in September, your 2022 is going to be a bit of a struggle. There's going to be a battle. You're going to be fighting. It looks like you're going to be fighting against some sort of female presence in your life. If you're in a relationship with a female, it might be somebody you're in a relationship. It might also be a mother or a female friend, and things don't good. Things going to be ending in your life. Now, we're not talking about death. We're not talking about anything like that. But an aspect of your life is going to be coming to an end, and you're going to be moving forward fresh in 2023. So there is going to be some sort of loss. I don't see it as a death. It's not a death, but it's some sort of not event in your life. It's not a belonging. It's kind of like a part of your life will be coming to an end. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to control that. I do feel that this is something that's going to be happening later in 2022 for you if you were born in September. But 2022 for you looks like it's going to be a bit of a struggle. And it's going to be a struggle. A female presence is going to be kind of working against you. And you're going to end up losing an aspect of your life or something in your life. Okay. I don't think it's a death. But sorry about that, September 2022. Of course you love your babies. Why not? You know what? It would be so much fun. You know what? I always imagined having twins myself. I used to have dreams about that I was destined to have twins, and the interesting part is a few of the women I dated before my wife, they also a couple of the women I dated said they had dreams about having twins, as well. So, and my wife currently said just the other day how it would be fun if she had twins. So maybe I'll end up with twins. Who knows? Who knows? I'm doing live readings here on YouTube. We're getting close to an end because I'm also doing 2022 month readings. If you were born, we're about to head into October. I'm going to do a reading for October. Once I finish doing these year readings, that's going to be the end of this live stream for today. We still got 3 months to go, October, November, December. If you are watching this live stream live and you'd like to ask me a question, all you got to do is subscribe and put a question in the question box. Thank you too, and you have a good night. Thank you so much for participating in the live stream, Blue Butterfly. I really do appreciate it, and I wish you all the best. And feel free to check in if you ever see me doing a live stream again. It'd be nice to talk to you again. So we're doing live readings today. I'm also doing 2022 predictions. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at October. If you were born in October, let's see what's going to be happening for you in 2022. I'm just going to shuffle my cards a little bit more here, and let's find out if you were born in October, what's going to be happening in 2022 for you. We're going to be pulling 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Let's find this out. If you were born in October, the first card is the Fool. The second card is the Wheel of Fortune. And the third card is the Knight of Pentacles. So if you were born in October, your 2022 looks like you're going to be taking a leap of faith. Okay, the Fool basically represents somebody that walks blindly into something. Okay, you're going to be taking a leap. You're going to be taking a risk in your life, something that's actually going to turn into really good fortune. Wheel of Fortune talks about turn in fortune. In this case, it's going to be a turn in the positive fortune, and that positive fortune is actually going to give you the drive to achieve. And the cornerstone of this, if you were born in October, this is your 2022 year ahead reading. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's read this. The Knight of Pentacles represents efficiency, hard work, and routine. A man of utmost diligence. He knows what he wants and is relentless in the pursuit of it. He is a hard worker, completing his mission with complete and terrible efficiency. Although his path is long and hard, filled with tasks that might be repetitive and trying, giving up is not an option. Well, that's fantastic. It looks like you're going to be taking a leap and doing something new. The fortune is going to be in your favor if you're born in October for your 2022, and you're going to be working hard to achieve that thing. It looks like you're headed for some big achievements there if you were born in October. Your 2022 is just going to be full of achievements, and it's going to start by you taking that leap and doing the thing that you want to do most. If you're watching me live here on YouTube, I'm doing readings right now. All you have to do is subscribe to me and chat in the box there. Chat in the chat, and I'd be happy to answer your questions live. And at the same time, while I wait for questions, I'm doing 2022 year ahead readings based on the month that you were born. We've already done January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and October. We're now doing November. So if you were born in November, here's what your 2022 has to offer. Let's check this out. We're going to pull 3 cards for you. If you're born in November, here's what your 2022 has in store. We got the 7 of Cups. We got the 3 of Pentacles. Wow. And we got the 7 of Pentacles. So if you were born in, November? Yeah, if you're born in November, this 2022 reading is for you. So it starts with choice. You're going to have a lot of choice at the beginning of the year, directions that you're going to be going in. That's actually going to lead you to teamwork. You're going to be working as a part of a team. This feels like it might be, work related, or maybe a hobby or some type of a group, but you're going to be working together with a group of people to achieve a common goal. Those of you that are born in November, this is your 2022 year ahead reading. And ultimately, that's going to lead to some really good things. The 7 of Pentacles represents hard work leading to achievement. You can see that this guy, he's a farmer. He's been working in the field, and he grew 7 pentacles on this bush, meaning that they're going to achieve. So whatever choice that you make towards the beginning of the year, it's going to lead to kind of a team building, a teamwork kind of environment, which will ultimately bear fruit. And you're going to have a pretty good 2022 November with success. We're nearing the end of this live stream, everybody. I thank so much for everybody that's actually gone in, and all the people here who have commented and asked their questions. We're now on the last month here. We're doing 2022 year ahead readings, and now we're into December of 2022. Let's find out if you're born in December. What does 2022 have in store for you? Let's find out. This is the last reading, unless you can sneak in and subscribe and ask a question in the chat box. Here we go. If you were born in December, here's what 2022 has in store for you. If you're born in December, here's what 2022 has in store for you. You're going to be walking away from something. That this might be reminiscent of moving. Okay, so you're going to be moving away from a situation. Whether or not it's a life situation or physically moving from a home. You're going to have 2 choices in the direction that you're going to be moving. Okay. The Chariot basically represents you moving in a direction, and the Chariot has 2 sphinxes, and the sphinxes are going in different directions. So you will be moving away from something. You'll have your choice of the 2 things that you're going to be headed towards, but you're only going to have to choose one. And Justice is telling me that you will ultimately make the right decision, and things are going to be moving forward on a positive path. So if you were born in December in 2022, do not be afraid to walk away from something or move away from something. You have 2 really great choices that are going to be presented to you soon after. And Justice, that card basically tells me that ultimately it's going to end positively for you. Thanks so much for everybody who participated in this live stream. We're going to be stopping the live stream. I'm going to be stopping the live stream in just a couple of minutes here. If there is anybody on the live stream that would like to ask a question, this is your moment. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You'll be able to chat in the box. I'm going to give it 30 seconds, and then I'm going to be ending the live stream here. I just want to let everybody know as well, too, those of you that watch the live stream all the way to the end, I also do live readings on Fiverr. You can find me on Fiverr. Just search Christoph Tarot, and my tarot readings will actually pop up there. You can get a live reading from me on Fiverr if you want. And I'd be glad to see you all there. That's it for me today in this live stream. Thanks so much for everybody who participated, asked questions, and watching. I will be posting this on my channel and make it available for everybody to watch. And I'll do another live stream again soon. Thanks so much, everybody. And happy taroting. I don't have a catchphrase. Maybe you guys can suggest one in the comments when this goes on my channel. Suggest a catchphrase, something for me to say when I close a video. But thanks a lot, everybody, and I'll see you in another live stream again soon.